My name is Doug Parker. I'm the host of the Cruise Radio podcast, and today we're going to check out 31 Carnival Sunrise cruise tips. If you like this video and you'd like to see more content, subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. Some of these suggestions are Sunrise specific, while others are a bit more general. So let's jump into 31 tips for sailing Carnival Sunrise. Number 1, the new cabins sell out quickly. During the refurbishment, Sunrise got several new cabins that are really popular and, as a result, will sell out very fast. Topping that list is the 2 new gorgeous captain suites, which are the largest on the ship and right above the navigational bridge. But other popular categories include those scenic ocean view rooms and aft-facing balconies on Deck 5. If you want to snag one of these, you'll want to plan ahead. Number 2 is embark the ship later. This piece of advice is applicable to any cruise ship pretty much sailing today. Everyone wants to board the ship early, and you don't want to get caught right in the middle of that if you don't have like any kind of priority status. So what you should consider is maybe boarding around 1:30, where you'll board the ship and pretty much walk right on at that point because all the madness will be over with. Number 3, bypass the atrium bar for that first drink. When you board Carnival Sunrise, you're going to walk right into the atrium, and you'll see the atrium bar where people are sitting there having a good time. And you'll probably see a big crowd around the atrium bar because everyone wants that first drink of vacation. But what you should do is go up to deck number 5 and check out the casino bar or the Red Frog Pub or one of the bars along the promenade where you can easily get a drink and not have to wait forever. Number 4, hit the beer stand by Pig and Anchor. And while we're talking about drinks, here's another tip. If you're chilling out by the pool and the bars are busy, go up to deck number 10, right next to Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse. There's a beer stand set up there. Sure, they only serve beer, but if you're just looking for a bottle of beer, it's a great option where you don't have to wait in line. Number 5, remember you can use the glass elevators. I noticed something odd happening on embarkation day. When people were getting on this ship, everyone was heading to those main elevators, the main bank of elevators, and people were walking right by the glass elevators. Those will take you up to deck number 10, and they were virtually empty on embarkation day. Number 6, book the thermal suite before your cruise. The thermal suite on Carnival Sunrise is very well appointed, but it's also not terribly big. If having access is something really important to you, book this as soon as you book your cruise, or you could be shut out. Remember, guests that are staying in the Cloud 9 spa staterooms automatically have access to this area, so they're only selling a limited number of passes for this space. Number 7, the buffet can get crowded. This particular tip is sort of a two-pointer. First, we highly suggest avoiding the buffet on embarkation day because everyone on the ship tends to head there. Second, keep in mind that during the week, the buffet is going to get very crowded during peak hours at lunchtime especially, so simply avoid heading there during that rush hour window and you should be fine. Number 8, head to deck 10 for lunch on embarkation day. While everyone else is hitting the buffet or one of the eateries around the pool, head up to deck number 10. There you'll find the Pig and Anchor Smokehouse as well as the Captain's Pasta Bar, which is free during the daytime and it does cost money at nighttime. A day or two into the cruise, these spots are going to get super packed and you'll be very happy you got a chance to go there, no lines, no waiting on embarkation day. Number 9, try the new Asian venue. Lucky Bowl is a first for Carnival venue located inside of the Lido Marketplace. This is a great new complimentary spot that replaced the Mongolian Walk on Carnival Triumph. There's 4 different menus that rotate 3 different bowls every day, and nearby there's a toppings area where you can throw on some extra garlic, onions, sesame seeds, or spicy sriracha sauce. Number 10, research your food venues. Sure, you could hop around the ship and just grab food whenever you want at whatever venue happens to be open, but if you've got your mind or stomach set on something particular, keep the Fun Times or the Carnival Hub app handy at all times because the hours definitely vary between these venues, meaning that it's like Bonsai Sushi could be open for lunch one day, but not the next, or the hours could be different at Guy's Burger Joint or the Blue Iguana Cantina. Guy's Burger Joint is typically open from noon to 6 and Blue Iguana from noon until 2:30. On embarkation day, Blue Iguana is only open till the lifeboat drill, and when all else fails, there's always the pizza joint. Number 11, reserve the steakhouse ASAP. If you'd like to enjoy a meal at Fahrenheit 555 Steakhouse, you'll want to make sure to make a reservation as soon as you get on the ship. This is a new addition to Carnival Sunrise, which is awesome, but it's also not in a huge space. This was actually built within the main dining room on deck number 4 midship. Sure, you might be able to score a reservation later on in the cruise, but odds of being able to just walk up and snag a table are pretty slim. Number 12, be smart about your dining. Over the past few years, your time dining has been crazy popular, which means that during peak dining times, you might have to wait a little while before your table assignment. On our ceiling, we were waiting around 45 minutes if we went in between 6:30 and 8:30. Outside of that window, though, it was pretty easy to get a table right when you approach the podium. Number 13, chill out in the Java Blue Cafe. What once was the library on Carnival Triumph is now the Java Blue Cafe on Carnival Sunrise, as opposed to the grab-and-go coffee spot that Java Blue is on those other Carnival Cruise Line ships. This one is a full-blown coffee shop. Not only can you get your morning coffee here, but they also have espresso, milkshakes, energy drinks, and various tasty treats, including some pretty incredible donuts and cupcakes. While the food here is for fee, a donut will set you back around $3. Remember that if you have the Cheers package, most of the drinks here are covered. Number 14, know what's free on the room service menu. During the daytime, there are items on the room service that are still complimentary, but if you want to avoid the mad lunch rush or just want to have a lazy day, why not use room service? It's a nice option when it's raining out or if you want to sit on your balcony and eat lunch. But buyer beware, some items like the chicken wings and pizza do cost extra, and any order placed after 10 p.m. will come with a charge no matter what. Number 15, get to Serenity early. The adults-only Serenity area was added during the refurbishment, and they did a really good job of making this a cool place to hang out. But as a result, this is also prime real estate for those sun worshipers who don't want to be around the pool crowd. So if you want to get one of those day beds or clamshells, get up there earlier in the day. Number 16, the Serenity Bar is truly serene. Our go-to cocktail spot on Carnival Sunrise was the Serenity Bar because it didn't really matter what time we were up there. It never was too crowded, with the exception of Embarkation Day. The hot spots on sea days were pretty much the Red Frog Rum Bar and the Blue Iguana Tequila Bar down on the Lido deck, and those are both by the pool, so you're up here a little bit higher than that. The nice thing about Serenity as well is that the drink servers are constantly making the rounds around the two Serenity decks, and they're not even trying to push anything on you in a salesy way. They're just doing their job, and if you want something, you just flag them down and they'll get it for you. Number 17, the drink servers are your friends. If you find yourself at an atrium party or in the theater wanting to grab a drink without dealing with the long lines at the bar, go ahead and approach a cocktail server and ask them to place their order for you. They'll happily take your order so you don't have to give up your seat. Number 18, the theater steps are steep. If you're trying to make your way between the two levels of the Liquid Lounge, aka the main show theater, watch your step. These stairs are particularly steep and can really catch you off guard, especially if you're trying to navigate them in the dark when a show is in progress, so watch your step in the main theater. Number 19, catch the electric violinists. You'll want to check the fun times to find out when the trio of violinists will be playing in the main atrium. Generally speaking, they do 4 sets each night, right around the dinner hours. Their unique performance, combining modern music with classical instruments, provides the perfect background for a pre- or post-dinner cocktail, and it's just fun to listen to. Number 20, get to the comedy club early. The Limelight Lounge has a nice design and a little more seating than can be found on Sunrise's sister ship, Carnival Sunshine, but it's still a good idea to get there early or you may find yourself sitting along the back wall. You can still see from back there, and they did do a nice job putting booths and chairs there, but who doesn't want to be closer to the action? Number 21, consider the Cheers package. With the newly added venues on Carnival Sunrise, it's worth doing the math to see if Cheers' beverage package is right for you. Keep in mind that while the package only does cover 15 alcoholic drinks per day, it does also cover a bottomless supply of many other beverages. The current price is $51.95 per person per day, plus an 18% gratuity. But to lock in that $51 rate, you have to buy the package before your cruise. Otherwise, it goes up on the day of embarkation. Number 22, take a chance at the Alchemy Bar. Sure, this cocktail bar has a great selection of drinks, but what's really fun is letting the mixologist whip up something completely original for you. All you do is give the mixologist a flavor or maybe ask them to build a drink around your certain liquor, and they will. Just watch them do their thing. Number 23, try the ropes course. One of the top deck attractions that were added during the refurbishment was a ropes course, and it lets you get high in the sky and even has planks that walk over the side of the ship. They don't allow you to take cell phones on the course, so if you have a GoPro strapped to your head or your chest, you can bring that. Otherwise, have someone to take a picture of you on this ropes course because it's really fun, really challenging, but take your time. Number 24, ride the new water slide. They added 2 water slides during the refurbishment, and they're both worth giving a try. The line usually isn't too bad either. The entrance is up on deck number 14 by Serenity Deck, so you have to climb to the top, but the twists and the turns make it all worthwhile. The slides are only open for select hours, so you'll want to check your fun times, and there is a slide attendant up there monitoring the flow of traffic to make sure you're not sliding on top of each other. Number 25, relax on deck number 5. If you're looking for a place to read or just hang out, there's a large space with a lot of comfy seating options between the Red Frog Pub and the Alchemy Bar. Carnival Sunrise does not have an ocean plaza like on other cruise ships, but this space does serve the same purpose. Number 26, book the Half Moon Cay clamshells early. Now, a majority of Carnival Sunrise's Caribbean sailings will include stops at Half Moon Cay. That's why I'm including this here. Now, while this island is blanketed with white sand and turquoise water, it does get hot, like really hot. So if you want to avoid the sun, you may want to consider renting one of these clamshell loungers, but you'll want to book it early because they do sell out. On our last sailing, we waited until we got to the island to rent the clamshell, and we snagged the very last one. Everyone behind us was out of luck. On our sailing, it was $29.95 to rent a clamshell for the day. Number 27, bring proper shoes. This may sound silly, but most people spend most of their time considering what to wear on formal night, but forget to take into consideration the shoes they'll need for various activities during the week. Guys think, I have a pair of sneakers, what else will I need? Well, you might want to consider water shoes, for instance, if you're going to a beach to avoid stepping on like hard shells. And when you're heading to the pool deck on the ship, that teak wooding by the pool gets really hot, so you may want to have some flip-flops. Number 28, leave the surge protector at home. I can't believe how many surge protectors were confiscated at the security line on our sailing. Yes, you can bring an extension cord. Yes, you can bring a basic power strip, but a surge protector can short-circuit a marine electrical system, so they're not allowed. Regular cruisers often purchase a European power converter, so not only will you have the 2 regular plugs, but you can have that converter to make yourself a 3rd plug. I also should mention that Sunrise has 2 USB plugs by the bed, so you can charge your devices overnight. Number 29, shower at the locker room in the spa. Like a lot of the other Carnival ships, the showers on Carnival Sunrise are very nice and have plenty of space in them. This makes for a great spot to shower, especially if you're on a time crunch and there are more than one of you trying to get ready in the stateroom at a time. All you have to do is pop up to the fitness center, jump in the shower, and do your thing. Number 30, get your debarkation luggage tags early. The morning before debarkation, they'll put out luggage tags for guests who are planning to leave their luggage out for collection. A lot of people want to be the first ones off the ship, so if you're one of them, make sure you find out where they put the luggage rack for those luggage tags, because on our sailing, it was just outside the casino by the Your Time dining check-in, and the lower numbers went really, really quick. And the next thing you know, you walk by and only zones 20 and higher are left. So if you want to be one of the first ones off the ship, say around 8:30 or so, make sure you grab one of those lower zone numbers. And tip number 31 for Carnival Sunrise, debark first or debark last. Either way, you're going to have to vacate your stateroom by 8:30 so the crew can turn it for the next guest coming on later on in the day. On our sailing, the cruise director used the term early bird special, where they let you get off the ship if you had your luggage once it cleared customs. But once that stopped, you had to wait to be called. Self-assist was called first, and then zone numbers were called next. I found that if you were really early or really late, you would have no problem getting off this ship, but that in-between time, say between 8 and 9 o'clock or 8 and 9:30, it was a disaster down there. If you like this video and you'd like to see more cruise content, subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up. My name is Doug Parker. I'm the host of Cruise Radio and the daily Cruise Radio news briefs. You can find both of those where you listen to your favorite podcast. All you have to do is type in Cruise Radio or Cruise Radio News. Do you have any tips for Carnival Sunrise? Let us know in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.